What is up, everybody? Timbo vs. here today. So, a YouTuber Spawnwave Media has posed a question, and this question a lot of people triggered. He was asked like a genuine question. I don't know if people are so triggered. Well, we know if people are so triggered because you say anything about Sony. Even if you answer the question, a genuine question, they get really upset about it. So, he asked, has any PS5 game released so far actually felt like it was worth the $10 increase to $70? Because there's been a lot of controversy about, especially like Nintendo games being released, being $60, and a lot of controversy about the PS5 games being $70. So I guess he just wants to ask, like, any game like is actually worth the extra $10, and let's and we gonna read the comments and see how they just devolve into chaos. So one person said, "There's still time to delete this tweet." Like, why would he delete this tweet? Did he ask, like, why would I delete this tweet? Like, what's the purpose of deleting this? Well, now let's look at the responses. Because of the hypocrisy and games like Demon Souls, Miles Morales Ultimate Edition, Returnal, and Ratchet Clank are definitely worth $70. And he says Metroid Dread $60 price tag being questions in a space where people spend hundreds on dollars of skins gets me every time. So he brings his old tweet up for I don't know what reason. Try to get him, but I don't really see that as a gotcha. The question is about Sony moving up to $70. The entire question wouldn't exist if those games were still $60 like Metroid Dread though. Thing is, taking inflation into account, we're actually paying less for games now that we did in the 80s. They love that inflation argument. And it's like, that's a stupid argument because, hey, I made a video about. I'm not talking about that anymore, but I made a video about the whole inflation thing when the other guy, Colin Moriarty, talked about inflation. So watch that video. Let's see. Yeah, because I'm talking about inflation. Okay. Let's see. Isn't third party also $70 and on Xbox also? Why not throw that into question too? Oh, that's right. You're looking for the console war attention. I feel like most people understood the question, but I'll be more specific for something like this in the future and add in first party. Okay. For sure, I mostly was buying deluxe versions last year anyway, so it's not really an increase, but I definitely love the games built from the ground up on PS5. Games give 10 hours of enjoyment, well worth it. Tens of hours of enjoyment. Tens of hours, not 10 hours, lol. I guess he's making a reference to Ratchet and Clank. I just realized who this was. Wow, okay. There have been 3 games released by Sony at $70. Demon Souls, 92 Metacritic, Returnal, 86 Metacritic, and Ratchet Clank, 88 Metacritic. All were received and used PS5 features like 3D audio. Okay. Returnal was artificially rated in Metacritic, poor looking and very buggy with limited save game options. I'm like, yeah, how is Returnal still so high? It's like, it's like that game, the same game that was corrupting people's data, like people was corrupting people's save file. Like, I don't know. I don't know how that game got rated so highly. Whatever. Okay, so it says, "This is you. The Microsoft checks must be good." Well, I didn't think everybody's gonna pick on Microsoft, man. This is a weird type of response now. They think literally everybody's gonna pick on Microsoft because they say anything questionable about Sony. You can pick on Microsoft now at this point. Metroid Dread is $60 and it's not out yet. I'm not sure how that correlates to the price increase introduced by Sony and people's opinions of those Sony games that are already out for us to play. That's just a weird comment. Nope. Also here in the UK, we got a 40% increase of 50 to 70, so basically 80. No game is worth that. Not a single game to be honest for me. Graphics wise, maybe, but not innovation or gameplay wise. What about replayability? You think that games such as Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate Edition have replay value that made the $70 price tag worth it? So yesterday you were talking about Game Pass, and today you're talking about PS5 game pricing. I see what you're doing. What does he think he's doing? I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Apparently, I'm not seeing it. That's right. I'm building up to the big stadium push, so be ready. Okay. Godfall, clearly. Only because Balan Wonderland didn't see a PS5 release. Godfall. Godfall was a flop. They that was like one of the first PS5 games they put on sale. Now you should have knew something was. I should have knew something was up then. I was like one of the first PS5 games you can get on sale, and that was the reason why that game was on sale because that game was awful. I think people need to get past the jump to $70 when you look at how stagnant game prices have been for over the past 2 decades. Demon Souls for me is worth the $70. Then a remake is worth $70. It's like that's like a question too. Like why? Like I actually bought Demon Souls recently, but I bought it for $50. I got it on eBay for a lot cheaper. Cause there's no way I'm paying $70 for Demon Souls. It's a remake. I'm not paying the full price for a remake. I just get it. I buy it from one of you guys when the FOMO wears off. If I on eBay from a spike who bought the game already. There's a 2D or overpriced Switch port that arrives way late on Switch, be $60, and then we get that one excuse is portable is business. Let's see. That arrived way late on Switch. How is that a relevant factor? LOL. Does the game get worse because it releases in 2021 instead of 2017? Nope. But Sony says they can sell games for $100 and they can sell a few and call it $100 a sale. Call it 99 and call it 99.99 a sale. $70 is a test product. They haven't done that with a game that actually does numbers yet. You love Game Pass. Your opinion doesn't count. Okay. What? Has anyone actually paid $7 for a PS5 game yet, though? I have managed to get most of them for less from even from day one and new. I haven't paid 70. Well, I guess I technically I paid $70 for Call of Duty. But it was like part of a buy two get one free sale, so not really. I didn't pay 70, but kinda in a way. He says Returnal and Ratchet and Clank. He says Bull. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart is great, but I feel like it should be a $60 game. Sackboy's Big Adventure is really good too, but also gotta get $10 price increase. Value is very different across platforms. Oh no, you stirred the pot. You obviously hate PlayStation. Just come out and say it already. Funny fact, I bought my PS5 day one, and guess what? Haven't even bought a PS5 game yet. Way too expensive for my taste. Still going through my backlog. Yeah, you can buy if you want to get these games cheaper. You can always check like eBay for like getting these games a lot cheaper. So the PS5 wasn't too expensive, but the games are. I'm sorry, I'm a bit lost. Rift Apart, obviously, it's 5 hours long and it's just a good game, not great. Nope, Ratchet was good, but I beat it in 2 days. Has any Xbox game been worth more than a laugh? Wow, that's dude is butthurt. Ratchet and Clank and Returnal. These are games from previous generations that would pay the same price for the time. It comes down to preference. For example, I don't really play multiplayer games, so to me, they're not worth my money, but to others, they're worth it. I haven't bought a single $7 game, none are worth it. I saw Miles Morales and Cyberpunk on sale the other day, still waiting for Black Friday. I can feel I get them with a better deal. The PS5 titles aren't even close to being worth $60. I can name three. Okay. Caught in 64K. Here's my man with receipts. Well, I didn't think this is most people kept posting this one. I think this is a gotcha. How is that a gotcha? He's talking about PS5 games. Like I don't get the difference. Let's see. Not $70. They've been releasing stuff that's been super short. A PS3 remake, which to me didn't feel like it should have been $70. Spider-Man was not polished. It had tons of bugs, even though it was super short. Ratchet was not as buggy, but still pretty buggy and super short. Nah, visually speaking, they're basically last-gen games, but with all the performance knobs turned up to max settings. First-year titles on new hardware tends to feel that way. In terms of gameplay, nah, nothing that makes me think the $10 price increase was justified. So a lot of people are saying no. There's like been no game that's like really it's like hey, it's just worth $10 more. Um, no, not a single game. Let the ponies cry over this response. Ratchet and Clank is a scam, in my opinion. 6 hours of play and above average gameplay. None of them are worth it, in my opinion. Bro, people having a meltdown in the comments simply because someone dared to ask a question. So why can't they have simple conversations on Twitter? Yeah, people are legit mad because he asked this question. Like, this is pretty crazy. I ain't gonna cap. I got my $70 worth of Miles Morales and Spider-Man Remastered. I have to say honestly, that was the best 70 spent so far. For what I played, Demon Souls is great, but I don't know if it's worth the $10 extra. I'm just gonna wait for sales. Asking for science. Only one is Ratchet and Clank, and even though I didn't pay full price because of the gift card I was given, in Resident Village I got a Walmart for 60. No, and none ever will until minimum wage is like $24 an hour. The $7 conundrum in real time. Nope, and I don't plan to get one interesting. I don't plan on getting one nothing interesting that Sony puts out anymore. Okay. This man doesn't. This man doesn't see the value in Sony's first-party games being telling us more this gen with DualSense features, implementation, best visuals in the industry, and great gameplay. But you can justify Metroid Dread being $60 with a side scroll that can run on a mobile phone. It can't run on a mobile phone, but okay. This reads everything, and Game Pass is worth $10. What PS5 games? Absolutely not. Did all increase in games worth happened years ago? It's just finally catching up. No, at least I've yet to see a PS5 game that's worth a $10 increase. Plus, I'm saving so I can buy Metroid Dread. Say it one more time for the people in the back. Nope, no game was worth $70 as much as I'd like to play Ratchet and Clank and Final Fantasy VII Remake, Integrate. If I had a PS5 anyway, I'm paying $7 for one game. What criteria must be met in order to dictate the fair pricing of a game in the first place is my question. A single game being $70 is ridiculous. Half of them aren't even finished when they release. Some of you have to pay more to finish the story via DLC. I missed out on some good titles because I'm not trying to choose between a phone bill or a short ass buggy ass game with frame drops. Uh, Coming from a Nintendo guy, I'm sleep. No game has. Ratchet and Clank was closest, but still, no. But I don't think games are worth $60. It's impossible to talk about this, to me at least, without bringing up CEOs making billions every year. LOL. How long is this video? It's getting kind of long. Let me see. No, not yet. Hell no, I only got Ratchet and Clank day one because wifey bought it for me as a surprise. I wouldn't have bought it for 70. No way in hell. I don't see it as a current gen increase. I see it as 15 years of game development evolution increase, so I'm okay with that and later discounts. Anyway, PS5 games are delivering. So I'm included right here. It seems like most people don't think don't think the increase is worth it. A lot of people got real triggered that this question was even asked, but I don't get why they even got triggered by it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But yeah, definitely see your thoughts down below. Me personally, like I said, I don't think any of these games are worth extra $10. To be honest, I don't like paying full price anyway. Whether it's been 60 or 70, I don't like paying full price. I like getting games on sale when discounted. So that is that. That's my opinion about the stuff. But yeah, everyone see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.